deja vu situation with what happened a few years back when then Deputy President Ruto seemed to have been caught off guard by the handshake arrangement between the then President Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga that brought to a close the political tension that had been at the time. And the Deputy President did not seem amused about it. He actually won the previous election, quote unquote, yeah. On the premise that the handshake arrangement is what delayed or destroyed the Big Four agenda. And I see sort of a deja vu incident where the elements of the Kenya Kwanza ruling coalition representing or clearly represented by the Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua and the leader of majority Kimani Ichung'wah and other key players like Ndindi Nyoro and other voices have come out very strongly to sort of premeditate and make it very clear that they do not want to foresee a situation where the President, Dr. William Ruto, engages in any sort of political negotiation with the Right Honorable Raila Odinga. I think for me, this, then to answer your question, yes, it is indeed a surprise because of those strong sentiments. But I am reminded of the famous saying that heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Yes.
It is the President of the Republic who understands more than anybody else the repercussions of the situation that we have had. In the 2 weeks only that we've had maandamano, you've seen the political tension that has risen in the country. And, you know, we're only 6 months away, 6 months from the previous election. I mean, it is not sustainable. We cannot live like this for the next 4.5 years. Yeah. The government needs time to sit down and be able to deliver on its agenda. So it needs to put to rest the issue of elections and the electoral process and IEBC and whatnot. So one way or another, the political impasse in the country between the ruling coalition and the Raila-led opposition needs to come to a close. The donor community is not happy about it. The economy suffers whenever we have such an issue. You see cancellations happening in the tourism industry. I am a lawyer as well as an event organizer. For us, entertainment suffers. Entertainment and hospitality suffers. Nightclubs do not get work. Hotels and restaurants do not get work, and all these associated businesses around it. The transport sector suffers. Everybody suffers when you have this issue. Mm-hmm. I do not downplay the right to freedom of expression and the freedom to protest. This is a right which is entrenched in the Constitution as long as it is peaceful and it does not infringe on the rights of others. We have seen elements that have come out to hijack the demonstrations and cause chaos. And the question remains whether, on which side of the political divide these sinister elements seem to be coming from. Yes. That is a question I cannot honestly answer. I do not know.
That's true.
It depends on who you believe. Yeah. But the truth is, this was bound to happen at some point. And I'm glad that the president has decided to soften his stand because at the end of the day, it is the country that is going to suffer if he had continued to hold to a very rigorous stand. And I'm glad that he sort of extended an olive hand to the former Prime Minister Raila Odinga. And I'm hoping that now that they have said there's room for negotiation, what then happens in the next 7 days?
In the next 7 days, isn't it?
That's a big question.
Somebody's going to ask this question because